So I got a request to make the Supreme beanie. This is my take on it. I want to share the tutorial with you because it's super simple and easy. So let's get right into it. For this project, of course, you'll always need scissors, a yarn needle, and I have a 7mm hook. That's what I use. But honestly, if you could find a bigger one, maybe 9 or 10, that'd absolutely be fine. You do just want to have a bigger hook for this project. So for this project, you'll just need scrap yarn, any color, all sizes, all different textures, and you do want to isolate them in pairs and see which color combinations you like, because we are going to be crocheting this with 2 strands of yarn at a time. These are the stitches we'll be using today. Also, if you're a beanie lover, I do have a solid beanie and I do have a checkered beanie, so you can go ahead and check those tutorials out. Let's go ahead and get started. You want to make sure that the yarn you're using comes from a ball form or a cake form or anything with a center pole. That's because to crochet with the 2 colors, you're going to line them up like this. And as you crochet, you're going to be pulling, and you can see how I can get a continuous double yarn like this. If they were not a center pole or a ball like this, they could easily tangle up on each other. So it's fine any way your yarn is. This will just ensure you don't have a horrible time making this project. But that aside, everything else is practically the same. The main stitch we're using today is half double crochet. So you're going to go ahead and make your slip knot, and everything we do for this project is with minimum 2 threads of yarn. You can feel free to add another thread if you would like. So from here, you want to get the measurements that you need for your beanie. Maybe grab a beanie that you already have or one that you like and follow those. But I did a chain of 32. And this first chain determines the height of the hat. So the hat going this way. If you need a taller hat, go ahead and make more chains. Also keep in mind the size of your hook and the size of your yarn, or how many threads of yarn you have together, will impact. So go ahead and make a chain for the length of the height you want your hat to be. And you do really want to make sure that your foundation chain is a little bit looser than the rest of your stitches. So not really like this where it's hard to pull your hook through, but I would definitely ease up on my tension and make this foundation chain a bit looser. And that's because you want to make sure you still have stretch. If your foundation chain is too tight, your first row is going to be a little bit more short and it's going to make the hat a little bit awkward. So here you are with 32 chains. We're going to have a turning chain of 2 chains. So we're going to skip 1 and 2 chains and go into the 3rd one with a half double crochet. So half double crochet is yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 3, and you will half double crochet in all remaining stitches for the rest of the row. So I'll meet you at the end of the row. Here we are at the end of the row with 2 stitches left. And one more time, half double crochet is yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 3 loops. And at the end of the row, you'll have something that looks like this. So in this hat, I did 2 rows of half double crochet for each color combination. To start the next row, we're going to chain 2. And again, you want to make sure these chains are slightly loose, not really big, but just slightly loose. And turn, and then we're going to half double crochet into the back loop only. It may be a little wonky to see, but it's these 2 loops here, and you should have 2 colors on top of your hook. So the stitch is the same, yarn over, insert your hook into the back loop only, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and you're going to continue to half double crochet in the back loop only for the rest of the row. Here we are at the end of row 2 with 1 stitch left. So when you have your last stitch in the row, you're not going to complete it. So start it as usual, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, and pull up a loop. But you're gonna stop here because this is where we're going to switch to our next color. And for my color combinations, I literally just pick whatever feels good and what I think makes sense. If you want a more loud hat, mix high contrasting colors. So we just started our half double crochet. This is my second color combination, you want to make sure that they're lined up. And you're going to throw that yarn over your hook. And you do want a bit of a tail end hanging because you need to weave in your ends to make sure it doesn't fall apart later. So throw it over your hook and then pull through all 3 loops. From here, you kind of want to tighten up the stitch because you can see a hole here. We don't want that. So pull on the 2 colors from the previous round and then also tug on the working yarn from the 2 new colors, and keep on doing this until the stitch is a bit tighter. That's good. From here, we're gonna start our row 3 by chaining up 2 again with a little bit of looser tension, and you're gonna turn your work, and you want to weave in these tail ends now. Sometimes I just cut the previous colors to the same length as the new colors, so right around here, so I can put it away because you can see it's already starting to get like this. So go ahead and roll these up before it gets all chaotic. Perfect. We just did our chain 2 and turn. So pull all your loose tail ends and bring them to the top of the round you're working into, and simply continue to do what we did in the previous round, which is half double crochet in the back loop only. So let's yarn over again into the back loop only. This time you should have also all your tail ends over your hook, so there's a lot going on there. But yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3, and just continue to work in those tail ends, half double crochet in the back loop only for the entire round. So I like to tug on them as I go to make sure I don't lose it. I do see some people who like these to stick out because it adds a little bit more dimension or texture, so you could do that as well. Here we are at the end of the row again. This is the last stitch, just to show you what it looks like with the different colors. That's our last half double crochet. So you would chain up 2, turn your work, and complete the pattern the other way. So you're going to complete rows until you reach the measurement that you're working towards. I need to get to a measurement of 24, and for me that was a total of 32 rows. If you wanted a really tight fitted beanie, you would want to get to your measurement by stretching the project to that number, and if you wanted a looser fitting beanie, you want to get your project to that number when it's just laying flat without you doing anything to it. Once you complete all your rows, you'll have something that looks like this. So this is the final row that I'm working on right now. Now we're going to go ahead and connect the hat and close off the top portion. But basically what it would look like is you would have your last stitch here, go ahead and complete your last half double crochet, and then I would go ahead and cut one of the yarns. It doesn't really matter which one. I just liked the orange, so I kept it. And then from here, we're going to chain up 1 with both colors, and you can pull through the other color to secure it, and then reinsert your hook and keep the remaining color on your hook. Then you want to fold your project in half. It truly doesn't matter which way you fold it. Pick the side that you like to be showing on the outside, and it doesn't matter if you ended down here or up here. This process is the same because you have to weave in all your ends later. So I'm going to take my hook out and go under on the other side of the project, reinsert my hook into the loop and pull up this loop. This basically just attaches the 2 sides. Then I'm going to weave this end while I'm working, and I am going to single crochet these ends together. So single crochet is insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And because there's so many threads here, feel free to only go under one of the loops on each side of the hat. You can go through all of them, or you can go through 2 of them, you can go through 4 of them, just to make sure that it is secure while you are doing it. And I'll meet you at the end. Here we are approaching the very end of the rows. Going to go under it like that, and that will be the last single crochet. You do want to aim for about 1 single crochet per stitch. So from here, we're now going to sew the hat closed. This yarn that we have here, we're going to take it and fold it and make a loop. You just want yarn that's long enough to sew this closed. So I just make it the same length of the opening of the hat, and I cut it right there. And then you're going to chain 1 and pull up this thread and through the loop. Now you're going to go ahead and grab your yarn needle and thread it. And from here, this part is very simple. You want to stay in this most outer edge of the hat, and you want to stay close to this stitch and put your needle through and back and up and back and up, just like that. And as you go periodically, you will have to pull the yarn through, and you just continue doing that all the way around. So in and out and in and out, all the way around the top of your hat. There are some spaces in crochet. You see, you can pull this apart and your finger can go through. It's fine if you go through those, but you do want to make sure you're going through the actual fabric. So you see this, I'm going through the actual stitches rather than a big gap like this one. Just make sure that some of the time when you have closed stitches up here, that you're going through them rather than the gaps. It's going to make the closing more secure. As you go around, the opening can naturally start to close, but here I'm back at that single crochet stitch, so we're almost done. I just have a couple more weave movements to do, and I'm going to pull this through. I like to cross over just to the side where we started on, so I know I have a full complete circle and a little bit of overlap. You simply just pull on this yarn until this hole closes shut. You also don't want to pull too tight, because this is so thick, you can snap this yarn and it will be really hard to get it back. Get it as taut as possible. Let me see if it's still open. It's still open, but that's okay. So you're gonna take your hook and you want to hold this as taut as possible, and just somewhere in this general area you want to insert your hook under, yarn over, pull up a loop, and we're going to chain 1. We do this chain 1 to basically secure it in place so we can continue sewing. If you don't do that, it's going to be really loose and really difficult to keep it at least to this level. So now I'm going to go ahead and thread my needle again, and we're just going to close this shut. So we're on this side, and again, you want to stay as close to the top outer part of the hat as possible. But I'm just going to go under a couple of stitches, and I'm going to go right across to the other side and pull through. And I'm just going to do that in multiple directions until the hole is fully shut. And this is why we made the string a little bit longer, so you can reinforce this a bunch of times, because it is really bulky. So passing through it each time like this does use a significant amount of yarn. So let's do the test. Nope, I cannot put my finger through that at all. So once the hole is fully closed, you're gonna go through one last time and secure with a knot. So you're gonna pull through, but you're gonna hold your finger here so you don't pull the yarn all the way, and you create this loop on your finger like this. And then you're going to insert your needle through that. And then when you tug on this, it creates a knot, and you're going to go ahead and do that twice to have a double knot to make it even more secure. So you push it through, you hold your finger here in the loop, and then you put your needle through and pull the yarn through to make a knot. From here, I'm just going to weave in this end into the single crochet stitch to hide it. So I just weaved in this end. And because we can see this stitch, this is the inside of the hat. So you want to go ahead and flip it to the outside. And you just want to check for any imperfections. If you want to cut them, say I have a hanging thread right there, I have some right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut those or weave them in, or both. This is what it looks like when I flip up for the brim. And that's everything for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.